The quiet ones who changed everything. The loudest voice in the room did not change the world. It was changed by the one who kept going after everyone else had gone home. We have a tendency, as human beings, to remember the dramatic version of events. We remember the speech that moved thousands, the moment of visible triumph. The turning point announced itself clearly, visible to anyone watching. We build our understanding of what matters and what changes things around the events that were large enough to be witnessed. But there is another kind of change, quieter, slower, less visible from the outside, the kind that happens in ordinary rooms, without an audience, over a long period of time. The kind that no one writes about while it is happening, because it does not look like anything worth writing about. This final book is about those people, the quiet ones, the ones who change things not through a single great act, but through the sustained, unwitnessed work of continuing. And it is about you, because if you have been listening to this series and are still here after everything hard, you are one of them. What quiet change actually looks like. Think about the people who most significantly shaped your life. Some of them may have done it with grand gestures, but I suspect most did it quietly. The parent who showed up morning after morning without fanfare. The friend who asked the right question at the right time, not knowing it was the right time. The teacher who believed in something they saw in you before you could see it yourself, and said so once in passing, in a way they probably forgot, but you never did. None of those moments was intended to be historic. None of the people who made them knew, in the moment, that they were changing anything. They were consistently present with whatever care they had available. That is how most real change enters the world, not through an announced arrival, but through the quiet accumulation of presence. Not through the moment everyone sees, but through the 100 unseen moments that together become something that cannot be undone. The unseen ripple. There is something about quiet people during hard times that the world consistently underestimates. Because they do not announce their struggle, it is easy to assume there is none. Because they do not display their endurance, it is easy to overlook it. Because they keep going without asking for recognition, recognition rarely comes. And so they move through their lives largely unseen, carrying real weight, doing real work, changing real things while the world's attention is drawn elsewhere. But here is what the world misses. The quiet ones leave ripples, not splashes ripples. Slow, widening, patient circles that travel farther than anyone expected from something so unassuming at the start. The child who grows up watching a parent endure with dignity learns something about endurance that no speech could teach. The friend who witnesses someone remain honest and kind through a hard season carries that witness into their own hard seasons. The stranger who, in passing, sees that a person they had written off is still trying, still present, still caring, still showing up, is changed by that sight in ways neither of them will ever know. The quiet ones change things by being who they are in the presence of others over time. It is the most underestimated force in human life. You are one of them. I want to be direct with you now, in this final book, in a way I have been building toward since the first morning we spent together. You are one of the quiet ones. Not because you have been passive, not because your inner life has been small or your suffering minor, but because you have done the most important work of your life without a stage, without an audience, and without any guarantee that anyone was watching or that it was making any difference at all. You have kept going in private. You have held things together in rooms where no one saw the strain. You have made the decision, over and over, to remain present in your own life, even when presence was the hardest thing to be. You have been, in the truest sense of the word, quietly courageous. And that courage has already changed things. In you, in the people around you, whose presence you have shaped without realizing they were being shaped. in the version of your own story that is still being written, which will be different, richer, deeper, more honest because of everything you have carried, survived, and refused to let define you. What you leave behind. One day, further along than today, someone who loves you will try to explain to someone else what mattered most about you. They will struggle to find the right words because what matters most will not be a single event or a grand achievement. It will be something harder to articulate. It will be the quality of your presence over time. The way you kept showing up, the particular combination of honesty, warmth, and persistence that was yours and no one else's. They will say something like, "She just kept going," or "He never stopped caring, even when it would have been easier not to," or "She was someone you could count on, even when counting on people was hard for her." That is the legacy of the quiet ones, not monuments, not headlines, but the kind of impression that lives in people, the kind that changes how they move through their hard mornings because they once watched you move through yours. For every morning that follows, we have spent 11 mornings together. We have talked about the weight you carry, the light that keeps returning, and the small steps that build lives worth living. We have talked about not being alone, not having to fix everything, and the version of you who kept going when going was all there was. And now, at the end of this series, I want to leave you with the simplest thing I know. The quiet work you are doing matters. It has always mattered. The mornings you got through without anyone noticing, the weight you carried without complaint, the care you kept giving even when you were running low, all of it has been real, consequential, and worthy of being called what it is. A life lived with courage. Go gently into this day. Carry what you carry with a little more kindness toward yourself than you did yesterday. And remember, on the mornings when it is hardest to believe, the quiet ones who kept going stayed honest and kept caring. When caring was hard, they are the ones who changed everything. You are one of them. You have always been one of them.